Yeah.
It's so peppy. Okay, I think we're live. Let's see. You guys, if you guys are in chat watching, let us know if we are live.
Hello, everybody.
Okay, I think we're live. Mariah and Katz, what's up? Thanks for joining. I'm gonna wait a little bit longer just to make sure we are. We are live. Okay, cool. Hi everyone, how's it going?
Hello.
Today I am very excited because I have the one and only Ahmed, aka the Golden Balance, and he's teaching me how to make one pot chicken and rice. So, would you like to introduce yourself?
Thank you, Lisa, for the warm welcome. I appreciate it. It's a pleasure to be here, obviously. My name is Ahmed Nabi, aka the Golden Balance, and I've been making content creation. I've been creating content for about 2 years, and one of my most popular things to make is chicken and rice. Because when I was, trying to lose weight, I always used to make chicken and rice in like a million different variations. So that's why I made like 10,000 videos of it, and it's one of my favorite foods to this day. So when Lisa hit me up and she's like, "What do you want to make?" I told her it's only right to make chicken and rice.
I'm so excited. I'm hungry. All right, so first, what are we gonna do? We're gonna make the spices.
Yeah, so we're gonna start off by we're gonna season the chicken. I already cheated and seasoned the chicken already, but what it's gonna help me to do is be your coach. We're gonna season the chicken. We're gonna get a nice sear on both sides. We're gonna cook it through just a little bit, and then we're gonna proceed with making the rest of the recipe.
Well, let's do it. All right, tell me what to start with.
Okay, so you got your cumin.
Yes.
Cumin is very strong, so we're just gonna go with a little bit of cumin.
What?
I don't know, how much rice are you making?
I have a cup and a half.
Okay, perfect. So I'd say like a half teaspoon max cumin, if not even just a fourth, just a light little pinch.
What's your favorite spice?
My favorite spice, I probably love allspice. Allspice is
Allspice.
a berry, and it's used a lot in Jamaican cooking and Middle Eastern cooking, and it's just so nice. It's just very strong in flavor, so you can't overdo it. Okay, do you have turmeric?
Yes, I have turmeric. I've got all the goods.
All
Hopefully.
the good. So I already cheated, and I have my chicken right here, so that's why I'm just coaching. Turmeric gives a really nice color. Nice,
Okay.
just subtle hint, but it's gonna give it a nice vibrant yellow color. And I would say just like half a teaspoon too.
Gotcha.
Lisa,
Do
I
you
haven't
think
used...
you do you
sorry,
think
go
you
ahead.
do you think you've really made 10,000 chicken and rice recipes?
I'm probably at like 20, 30 different variations.
That's a lot. That's pretty
Depending
awesome.
on like my mood or like how much effort I want to put into it.
Okay, what's next?
Onion powder.
Onion powder. Okay, how much?
You could go 1 teaspoon. It's pretty heavy, you know. You could go probably 1 to 2 teaspoons, just depending on how oniony you want it.
Okay.
But it's very light. It's not very strong in flavor.
Okay, that's about 1 teaspoon. What's next?
Garlic powder.
Garlic powder. I have that. 1 sec.
I know it's all good.
So what is your favorite thing to make of all time?
So I grew up loving making steak. Because we could never afford ribeye, so we'd always pressure cook steak. So when like we were able to buy it, it was so special to me. So we love making steak. But I love making sushi.
Nice. What's your favorite fish?
My favorite fish, probably tuna. Some nice ahi tunas, like some really good quality tuna.
Are you good at cooking salmon?
Yes, I love making salmon.
Oh wait, actually, you just posted a video today, didn't you? The salmon looked plump. Like
Yeah, no,
really,
it's really nice.
plump. I need to learn how to cook salmon like you. The last salmon I cooked, I burnt the skin.
The key for me, I mean, I think that crisping up the skin is a little overrated, but I just make sure I don't overcook it, and then it just stays nice and juicy.
Makes sense. Okay, how much garlic powder?
1 teaspoon as well.
Okay.
I was saying I haven't used those measuring spoons in so long.
I know, you just measure with your heart, right? Is
Yeah.
that what you do? Okay.
I
Alrighty,
do,
so
but
what's
I keep
next?
a mental note.
Okay.
Adobo.
Adobo, yes.
Adobo
Not
is a
gonna
mix
lie.
of spices. You don't have that much?
No, I could barely find it today at the store, but I found it. We found adobo.
It's usually in this like the what's it called? The Latin section.
Oh, that's good to
Yeah.
know. I luckily was able to find this in the spice section, but okay. How much of this?
Can you read the sodium intake on the back? I just want each
Yeah.
person's different.
The
What?
sodium intake. So it's a 5% of your daily value.
Okay, that means it's pretty light in sodium, so I'd say 1 teaspoon works.
1 teaspoon. Okay.
Because some adobos are so strong, and then you're just gonna do overkill with the salt.
Okay. What's up next?
Paprika,
How much of this?
1 teaspoon.
So what's like the spiciest thing you've ever eaten? I don't think paprika is that spicy, but
No, you could handle spice pretty well. I did something stupid once. I bought a chocolate habanero. It had 800,000 on the Scoville, and I put it in pho.
what was the thought process behind that? A chocolate habanero in pho?
Yeah, I was literally, my face was swelled up.
Oh my gosh. Okay, what's next?
They're making fun of my hair, Lisa. No,
Uh oh, who's making
no,
fun of his
I'm
hair?
just messing. They said he probably has gel. I put this this thing called Cantu. I think you guys know it. What do you have over there? Do you have salt? What do you have left?
I have cayenne pepper and celery salt.
Oh, you actually got the celery salt? I'm proud of you. Okay,
I know.
so we're gonna do half a teaspoon of celery salt and half a teaspoon of cayenne pepper just because it's spicy. You could do 1 teaspoon if you like it spicy.
Okay. Yo, his face is beautiful.
Oh, I appreciate
There you
that.
go.
They're gonna make me
Man.
blush.
Man curls for the win.
I feel like I'm just coaching you, but I'm about to start cooking with you. Don't worry.
Oh, heck yeah. No, this is all good. Okay, so sorry, half a teaspoon of celery salt and half a teaspoon of cayenne pepper.
Mhm.
All right. Celery salt is in. This was actually the hardest. I thought adobo was hard to find, but celery salt was the hardest to find.
Where do you usually shop?
Well, I was doing Whole Foods today.
Oh, Whole Foods has everything, but has nothing sometimes.
Yeah, that's true. Well, actually, I don't shop there that often, so I'm not very sure.
I used to go there in Miami a lot, and like sometimes I'm looking for something so specific and you can't find it, and then sometimes it has everything.
Okay, is that it?
That is it. Yeah.
Okay, can you guys see the
we didn't have much
spices?
salt in there.
Okay, should I add some?
So no, mix it, and then just like lick it. If it's really salty, or not really salty, if it has enough salt, then you should be fine.
Okay.
So the tip of the spoon or something.
So it's very beautiful, lots of colors. Hi everyone, thanks for joining. Kiara, everyone. I've got Ahmad, the golden balance here today. 1 pot chicken and rice. I'm starving, so this is gonna be awesome. All right, so does this look about right? Okay, we're gonna try a little bit.
How is it?
Spicy.
Did
I
you
don't
put
know
1
what's.
teaspoon of cayenne.
I think so, yeah. It's got a kick to it. I do think it needs a little bit of salt.
Yeah, so you could
Ooh,
either go heavier
that's
on
good,
the
though.
celery salt or regular salt.
Okay, I'll add some regular salts here. And that's good. Okay. So now, are we seasoning chicken and then cooking it, or cooking the chicken and then seasoning?
Yeah, so we're gonna season the chicken. So when I was really lazy, I used to season one side from the packet, throw it into the pan, and then when it's in the pan, the side that's unseasoned would stay up. I would season the other side, but that's just like my bottom tier college days. So we're seasoning both sides of the chicken. Mine
Okay.
have been marinating overnight because I didn't want the chicken to go bad.
Ready. Are you guys able to see this? Yeah. Okay, cool. This is like a very fine seasoning as well. It's not that coarse because everything we put into it was like really ground.
And that's usually how store-bought stuff is. Unless you're like using oregano and thyme and rosemary, mostly everything's a powder now.
Where do you typically like buy your spices?
I honestly I don't do anything special. I just go to Kroger.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I love Kroger. People are complimenting your kitchen. It is a nice kitchen.
Thanks. How do you, okay, so you said you like cooking steak and sushi. What is your favorite way to cook steak? Or how do you like your steak cooked?
So I like it medium rare, and I like to reverse sear or smoking it. So basically reverse searing it or smoking it, then grilling it.
Oh, nice. I don't have a grill, so I have to use my brother's house anytime I grill something. But
Me
it's always
neither, and I use my brother
daunting.
too.
Oh, seriously?
Yeah.
It's so daunting too. So I always make him start the coals because I'm just scared to do it. Okay, I think I have it. So I still left some so we can season it later, but I think this is good. It should just coat the
How
whole
much
thing,
do you
right?
have left?
Um,
Good amount. Oh, that's a
this
good
much?
amount.
Okay, so we'll just keep that. Okay,
You
so
could-
now
you could go a
we.
little bit heavier on the chicken directly.
Okay,
But you remember, it's gonna release a lot into the pan, and when you re-add it, it's gonna season the rice.
gotcha.
So it's gonna be distributed no matter what.
Okay, we're good. So let's heat up the pan.
Okay, I have my burner. I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna turn it down. So I have my nice little camper. Probably like, what is it? So I'd say a medium high, depending on how hot your burner gets. Mine
This
gets pretty
is
hot.
the very first time I'm using this, so I have no idea
Is
how
that a
hot.
camper?
Yes.
Yeah, you should be medium high should be fine. Like we want to get a sizzle, but we don't want to scorch the chicken skin.
Gotcha. Okay, medium high. I think that's good.
Are you using nonstick?
Yes.
So we don't want to heat up the nonstick so it doesn't ruin it. So right when it gets to temperature, we want to add in the chicken.
Okay.
So
Sounds good
I'm
to me.
using I use peanut oil, but you could use any oil you like, veggie oil, whatever oil you want.
Got vegetable oil. Okay, guys, if you guys have any questions for the golden balance, let us know now. We got some time to answer. I think it's getting hot pretty quickly, actually.
Me too. So we're gonna go in with the oil. I'm gonna do around like a tablespoon and a half, just so the chicken skins, get nice and crispy. If I'm
I
watching
think-
my weight, I go a little bit lighter, to be honest.
Are you watching your weight right now?
Not really. I'm just trying to survive, Lisa. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Aren't we all? Just trying to survive.
Oh yeah. And we're gonna go skin side down into the pan. We want to hear a nice. See, I don't have a sizzle yet, so I'm waiting a little bit. You want to hear a nice sizzle, but we don't want it to be screaming for help.
Okay. I think mine's good, so I'm going to put it in. Are you putting 3 in or 2?
I'm putting in 2.
Okay.
Just
I'll
because
put
I
in
have a
2 as
smaller
well.
pan. There we go. So we're gonna let this do its thing.
Can you do more lives with him, please? Sure, if he wants to. We'll see.
I'm always done with it. Alright, so this is already smelling nice and fragrant.
Does it need a lid or no? It's
Not yet.
sizzling. Okay.
I would turn down the heat just a notch if it's getting a little too aggressive.
Too aggressive. It's not screaming for help, I don't think. I mean, maybe. That's what the yelling is. I have to leave the stream to go to school. All right, Charlie, have fun at school. Was it getting too hot?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I'm always wanting to flip too early because I get scared that it's gonna burn. But I just gotta be patient.
You're still. If the pan's not too hot, you'll be fine. And even if it gets scorched a little bit, who cares?
Right, yeah. Who's eating it? Us, right?
You want to know the truth? I honestly enjoy the flavor more. When something's like lightly charred, I like the flavor a little bit more, to be honest.
I can agree with that.
I feel like cooking is not very cookie cutter like people try to make it seem.
Oh, for sure. If anything,
Like,
it's just... Yeah, go for it.
Oh no, I'm saying I've seen people cook a steak where they flip it every 30 seconds, and they're professional chefs. And I've seen too, don't touch it, don't do nothing, and flip it once. So like,
It still works either way.
Okay, so our oil, you don't want it to burn. You want that oil reserve, and there's gonna be a little bit of seasoning that falls into the oil. So make sure that you're like medium high. You're not going too crazy. Even medium is fine.
Okay. It's on, it says minimum right now. Should I lower it?
No, that should be fine. So I'm gonna show you mine. So you see, mine is a couple of the seasonings toasting up just a little bit. Just letting it. It's already peeled off, so it's probably ready to flip. Got a nice crust.
Oh, sorry. Ready to flip? Sorry. Okay. Ah! It's not burnt. It's crisp.
Can you hear me fine?
Can you hear what?
Can you hear me fine?
Yeah. It's not burnt. It looks a little burnt, but it's not burnt. I'm lowering the heat.
Hello.
Yeah, I can hear you fine. Can you hear me?
We can't hear y'all. They're saying we can't hear y'all.
Testing. Yeah, it's so burnt. It's not that burnt. Can you guys hear us? I can hear you fine, Ahmed.
Like, just like usual, right?
Yeah, just like usual. It's burnt. How is one burnt and the other not? I mean, it's got good flavor. I can always just peel that off later.
No, sometimes the flame is not like it's more to the side because the pan is not centered. It's hard to.
It's also a cheap pan, so that could be
Hello.
it.
You can hear me, right, Lisa?
Yeah, I can hear you. We're good.
Okay, so so the chicken's kind of developing that crust. I flipped it, and we want to cook the chicken just a little bit through so it doesn't undercook when we want to remove it with the rice.
Okay.
The volume must be really low.
I think it's the char on mine, I think, overpowering it. So let me... I got it. I'll increase your sound. Okay. Increase your sound. I'll lower mine. And we should be good. Okay.
Hello?
Alrighty. So, yeah, it's a little burnt, guys. But, it's okay. I'm going to remove the skin off this one, actually. I fudged it up.
Oh, I didn't even see that. Oh, that's not that bad.
It's really not.
I hear everything fine. Okay.
It's fine, guys. See, burnt chicken skin. It's not burnt. Whoa, that part looks burnt, but it's not.
Leave the skin. So your pan must get really hot.
I think so. Plus, this is my first time using this burner, so I didn't know.
Yeah, temperature control is tough.
Yeah.
I learned that the hard way with these burners. Because I've used like my regular electric stove my whole life.
Yeah. We should have had your second camera set up instead of mine, because now everyone's criticizing it. That's awesome.
Who cares?
Oh no, you should have left the skin. I've got the skin on this one, so it's all good.
Alrighty, so our chicken is probably like 10% cooked.
Okay.
10-15% cooked. We can let it do its thing for a little bit even. So I'm gonna turn on my back burner here, just on a medium, and move it because I still want it to get that crust, and I still want it to cook through a little bit, but I don't want to have it raw when we cook the rice.
Okay. So you just have it on medium, you said?
Yeah.
Alright, I'll just keep it on low here.
You have a
Okay.
meat thermometer next to you?
Yes. Got it.
Okay. So we're gonna need that at the end just to make sure that the chicken is not raw. Unless you
Okay.
want to be a weirdo like me and like punch the shit out of it.
Or take a bite out of it.
Oh
Okay.
yeah, no, I just because sometimes the center of the chicken leg pieces they need a second. Okay, so in the meantime, we're gonna cook. We're gonna cut our jalapeno and our shallot. So here we are. We want to put this to flavor the rice. I already washed my jalapeno. Slice it in half.
Same.
Lisa, have you ever seen this trick? You're just taking a spoon and just gutting it.
I don't think so, but I'm gonna give it a try. Did you cut it in half first?
Yeah. And then it's just to eat perfectly gutted jalapeno.
Alright, can you guys see this? Yeah, okay. Cut this in half. And use a spoon to gut it.
And then it just gets it nice and perfect.
What do you guys think of this music, by the way? This is pop background music. What's the hottest pepper you think you've ever eaten?
Probably the habanero.
Ooh. So it was chocolate covered, or like I'm confused a little bit.
No, it's a type of habanero. It's called chocolate
Oh
habanero.
yeah. So it's dark brown, right? Or brown.
Yeah, it's really dark. Yeah, it was raw.
Okay, I see. When you said chocolate habanero, I was thinking like a chocolate covered one. That makes sense.
So we gutted the jalapeno and then we just cut them into strips.
Okay.
Here we are, and then we're just gonna, finely dice them up. We're gonna line them up. Sorry, Lisa, this is the first time I've cooked with someone live. Kind of cool.
Wait, what?
This is the first time I've cooked with someone live, like with
I
someone.
thought you've done this before.
No, I've cooked live by myself.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Well, you're doing a great job.
Oh,
I feel honored a little bit that you're doing this with me.
Yeah, of course. So we're just getting nice dices, trying to keep everything nice and consistent. Work on your knife skills, tuck in those fingers.
Have you ever been scared to like chop a finger off live?
No.
I've always been paranoid of that, so I'm always trying to be careful. Wouldn't that be traumatic for you all?
I close my eyes when I'm live.
Just imagine being live and just cutting off a finger.
Yeah, that's scary. That's really scary. Lisa, keep an eye on the chicken. Lower the heat, probably. I lowered the heat just a little bit right now. And just flip it, maybe. Just keep on trying both sides.
Okay. Sounds good. Oh, mine's kind of off. I need to turn it up, actually. How finely are you chopping the jalapeno?
Just like this.
Okay.
And this is my favorite time to say, get it fine like you. I always say that, and then people appreciate the compliment.
I always love because I never know what to expect of what you're gonna say. It's always nice to hear.
And then sometimes I insult people, but it's just all funny games, obviously.
I mean, it's food. Can't get too serious about it.
Absolutely. Oh. Next thing we
Okay.
have is our lovely shallot. I love shallots. I don't know why I fell in love with shallots this year. We're just gonna clip both top and bottom, and then dispose that. And then we're gonna slice it in half, and then just peel it away. And then we're just gonna cut the shallot just like an onion where we want it fine. So we're just gonna make these little inserts in it, and then maybe one slice in half. And then we're just gonna get a nice fine dice.
Are you crying?
I am not.
How is that not affecting you?
You have to use a really sharp knife so it doesn't juice the onion.
Gotcha. I will need to sharpen my knife after this live. Am I crying? Yes, I am crying. Okay, it's fine. What's the difference between the taste of a shallot and an onion?
So I'm realizing a shallot's a little bit more garlicky. It's a little bit sharper in flavor. In my opinion, it's a little bit sharper in flavor. I don't know if that's the perfect word to describe it, but it gives me like onion/garlic vibes.
Onion/garlic vibes, nice.
Alrighty, here we are.
We're almost there. I need to practice more on like cutting onions and peppers and all this stuff.
Yeah, no, I've been trying to work like consciously think about getting better knife skills, like, you know, more consistent chops and stuff.
I feel like you're a pro at it. Like, what is it? So what knife do you use?
I use this Miyabi. I use Miyabi most of the time. So this is
that looks fancy.
Yeah. I also like this. They have like a 6-inch chef knife.
Oh, nice. How does this look, chat? Does this look good? These onions?
I'm gonna turn off the heat on the chicken, and then I'm gonna remove it to a separate pan. I got the worst goddamn tongs. There. And the best part is we did not, you know, burn the chicken fat. There's just a couple little pieces of seasoning, but this is all the perfect flavor that we want to acquire.
Okay. I'm taking my chicken off. Do we need to cut anything else up besides the jalapeno and the shallot?
So you want to make the salad now, or while the chicken or the rice is cooking?
Let's do it while the rice is cooking.
Okay. So we could pull back our burners.
Okay.
Is your rice? Do you have a strainer near you? We should wash the rice together.
Okay. You know what? I don't know if I have one. I'm gonna be honest. Let me check real quick.
It's fine. I mean, it's better too, but it's not that deep. Nothing will happen if you don't.
I use my hand when I usually wash rice.
Oh, for videos, I love using a strainer, and I just like, you know, put it in the water and then pull it out.
Definitely do not. So I'll wash your. How many times do you wash your rice?
Just so the water runs clear.
Yeah, same.
So I'm just agitating the starch.
What's the best type of rice in your opinion?
So I use basmati, basmati a lot, but honestly, like jasmine is really good and it has its times. Like Calrose, like sushi rice has its time. So I'm not really picky. I like all type of carbohydrates.
Nice.
Where's GB from? I'm from Michigan. My parents are originally from Syria.
Do they cook for you a lot?
Yes. Growing up, my parents just like we always cooked at home.
What's your comfort food?
Meat and potatoes, probably. Meat and potatoes. And so, like chicken and rice, but when the chicken is like slow cooked, has no color on it, but it's like slow cooked with like a bunch of bay leaves and cardamom. That's my favorite.
I want to experiment more with cooking cardamom.
Yeah, no, cardamom's amazing. I also want to say that like with chicken and rice in general, it like whatever spice mix you use can change the whole dish. Like just simply like you could sometimes just do salt and paprika, and it's like paprika rice. It's so good, and it's completely different flavor than this one.
Nice. I'm gonna have to look up some of your recipes that use cardamom.
Yeah,
Okay.
I love using them in pressure cookers usually.
I'm
Even
scared
right now,
pressure cookers.
by the way, right now, if you have cardamom pods, you could toss them too, if you want.
I don't think I do, unfortunately. Okay,
It's all
so we're putting the pan back on the stove.
And we're gonna go low heat because it's already hot from the chicken, cooking the chicken, and these burners are pretty strong. So let's go low heat, and then we're just going to toss in the the shallot and the jalapeno. Toss them in at the same time. They don't have to be separate. I have been like trying to focus a lot more on like detail. I always like overlook details. So like that's my like next series of becoming a better cook is to pay attention to like how you cook. Sorry, say that again.
What type of details are you talking about?
Like how I plate stuff, even just how I cut stuff. Like make sure everything looks the same. Just like be a lot more, I'm not a perfectionist at all, and just try to be one, basically.
That's good. I'm excited to see that.
I'm trying my best.
What are you what are you cooking next for your videos?
Probably gonna make beef ribs tomorrow in the oven.
Ooh, I bought some like last month, but they've been sitting in my freezer because I don't know how to cook them. But I just had it because it was on sale, so I just bought it.
Me
so
too.
Did you really? Okay, I'll have to watch your video then. So maybe I'll just copy whatever you did.
If it doesn't come out good, I won't upload it. But it should be like it's pretty self-explanatory in my opinion.
In my opinion, I think you should upload it and say why you think it didn't turn out that well. And then next time.
That's true. I'm gonna do that actually. That's what I did with the brisket.
Yeah, because people are learning along with you. Like, why is it not working?
Yeah, no, that's facts. I'm gonna do that actually, no matter what I upload.
Okay. I'll know
Alright, Lisa,
what not to do.
I'm gonna take notes from you and just document my journey a little bit better. Instead of being a perfectionist at all times.
Yes.
Or trying to be a perfectionist at least.
Exactly. That's exactly what you should do.
So right now we have the vegetables. If your vegetables like completely absorb all the oil, you can add a little bit of oil or even just a little bit of butter, like 1 tablespoon, if you want.
Okay.
Because rice with fat is just amazing.
I'm gonna add butter since I have it sitting right here.
Perfect. And then my vegetables are like, they're pretty much like probably just a little bit softer now, but they're gonna continue cooking with everything, so they don't have to fully cook.
Okay.
But this is a perfect time to re-season, and that way the oil is gonna activate the seasonings and it's gonna just bring out the flavor a lot more, rather than adding the rice first. So I'm just gonna sprinkle some turmeric. You already have it all mixed up.
Okay.
So I'm just gonna lightly dust everything, just to get a nice aroma.
Oh yeah, this looks great. Smells great too.
No, it does. It really does.
Butter and rice is definitely perfect. Totally agree. That was not sprinkling.
I go heavy on the seasoning. Did you re-add the seasoning? I missed it. If you
Yes, I did. I added about a spoon of it.
Well, you could add. I mean, you could add a little bit more if you want, because if it's not very salt heavy, I mean, a little bit of onion powder, garlic powder is harmless.
Gotcha. I wish you guys could smell this.
See, doesn't it make such a big difference when you toast the spices?
Yes.
Alright, now we're gonna add the rice. And we're gonna get just a very light touch of heat on them, just kind of toast the rice just a little bit. We're gonna mix it in with everything too.
Ooh, yes. I already feel like more of a cook just knowing or just doing this. I don't know why. This seems professional for some reason.
I'm the last thing for professionalism, I promise.
Tell me, how'd you come up with the name Golden Balance?
So actually in Arabic, my last name means the golden. And
Okay.
when I started trying to lose weight and just change how I live, because I was down bad for a while, at least I'm not gonna lie to you. So I always like realized balance was the most important part of life, that you can't overdo anything, and that's kind of what got me to just being on social media, honestly, too.
Nice. And did you start out on TikTok first?
I had an Instagram, but yes, like my first started making videos on TikTok, yeah.
Nice. That's definitely where I first saw you. I was like, he knows what he's doing. I should follow him.
I appreciate you, thank you. Not to credit how amazing you do, but I'll compliment you later in this video. Let's add our water.
Okay.
So you could
I
add
have
water or
stock.
chicken stock.
Okay. I got stock. Just 'cause.
So you have, are you using basmati rice?
Yes.
Okay, so you probably, on the package probably says 1 cup of rice to 1.5 cups of chicken stock. Just follow whatever the package says. So mine is 1 cup rice to 1.5 cups of liquid. I'm gonna add it.
Will you help me measure this? Because I don't have a measuring thing. Just tell me what a cup is. Tell me when to stop.
Okay.
Ready? Okay, here we go. Tell me when to stop.
Keep going, keep going. You should be able to dip your finger and then just like they say, have it to your like index finger. Yeah, it's just a little bit more. Perfect.
Okay. Turn up the heat, or
So yeah, let's turn up the heat. You see how the water is nice and seasoned up because we seasoned the chicken, we seasoned the pan, everything's seasoned, so we don't have to necessarily season. I didn't add much salt, so I'm just gonna give it a nice pinch of salt, nothing too crazy, because if the food's bland, that simply means there's no salt.
Okay.
And now we want to get this to a certain temperature, which is a bubble. So we're gonna turn up the heat just a little bit, medium high, and let's re-add the chicken. Just snuggle it back in.
Okay. I keep looking at the heat like I know. Never mind. Okay, chicken back in.
Yep. Now, I was already explaining to Lisa that because for like demonstration purposes, we're using, skillets so you could see what's actually being shown. But typically I would do this with in a deeper pot with a lid. But I'm gonna cover this with aluminum foil. And I love eating those toxins that it gives out. No, I'm joking.
Okay, got the rice. Oh man, this smells amazing.
It's so easy, right?
Yes.
Lisa, by any chance, did you grab liquid smoke?
Yes, I have some.
Okay, so you could just take one little drop and just put in the center, just one little tiny drop, like a teaspoon, basically.
Okay. I don't have
You
the
have
right
a
size
lid.
lid. Yeah, but it doesn't fit, so oh well.
That's no problem. So, what I'm gonna advise is, so now that it's on a bubble, drop it to a low right away. Like, don't let it continuously, vigorously boil.
Okay, and are we adding the liquid smoke now?
Yeah, I already added it. Just a
Okay.
tiny drop.
I actually stole this from my brother's house.
Perfect. He's a grill master.
Yeah, he actually is. Him and his friends like do barbecue tournaments.
Oh, that's so cool.
Okay.
Okay, and then on my electric stove, I'm gonna have it on a low, just like literally a low, complete low, not the lowest notch, the second lowest notch.
Boom.
Okay, I'm set. The cooking portion's done.
Okay. So it should just be at a sizzle, right?
Yeah. So it comes to a vigorous boil, so it gets to a certain temperature. Then we drop the heat right away, and then it just continues to, slowly cook. The rice continues to absorb that beautiful liquid that it's cooking in, and the chicken fully cooks through. But the reason why I put it like this is the chicken is releasing all its fat and glorious juice upon the rice too. So that's why I like to add it like that.
My rice wasn't like all mixed in that well, so I'm just gonna disperse it a little bit. Okay. I'm ready to make, so what are we making right now?
Okay, so usually, I'm sorry I talk so much.
You're not at all, go for it.
So usually I like to pair chicken and rice with two things. Either a salad that is like acidic, so it has like some lemon in there, a little bit of olive oil maybe, or some sort of yogurt just to cool off the heat. Both of them cool off the heat. One's the fattiness and one's the acidity. So today we're gonna make a salad. So it's all knife skills at this point. We need cucumber, some sort of bell pepper. I just have this like Fresno chili, a jalapeno if you want it spicier. I know you can handle the spice, and then tomatoes. And then, did you get the olives?
So I didn't know what I should ask you which one, but I got a can of sliced black olives.
That's fine. I'm using
Okay.
Kalamata. It just any olive. I don't know. The olive just gives it so much flavor.
Okay. So what should we cut first?
I was also gonna say one more thing. Lemon. Lemon. Do you have the lemon?
Yeah, got the lemon.
And the oil?
Oil. Olive oil?
I didn't include it.
What oil
But
is this?
it's additional if you want.
Olive oil? Oh, yeah, I got it. Oh, by the way, I have saffron. I found it at the store.
Was it like $35 million for a tiny pinch?
I think it was like $13 for this amount.
Yeah, it's like literally the tiniest amount. I don't know. Sometimes I don't like using saffron because it's like sometimes people like have a hard time finding it. So I don't know. I just don't like making food that people can't find. I'm like, look at me, I could find stuff you can't.
Yeah.
Maybe that's just how I think. Okay, cucumber first.
Okay, and how are you slicing this?
So I just got these little tomatoes from the farmer's market. So for this, I'm just gonna go into I'm gonna slice it like this. So like 4 different slices.
So quick question, your rice, did your broth like evaporate yet? Or is it still there?
No, it's still there. Did yours evaporate?
Yeah. Should I add more?
Oh, add more liquid, please. And then try not to uncover it because then it evaporates.
Oh, okay. It's probably because of this lid, right? It doesn't fit all the way?
Yeah, I mean, it would be better if it was fitting.
Yeah. Okay.
But
oh,
just
well, okay.
make sure that heat's on low.
Yes.
Okay. So, and then we're just gonna do slices. I like a really fine salad because like every bite you get every single vegetable. I'm personally not a big fan of like a salad with huge amounts of like whatever you're eating. And then we're just gonna go across, just like that.
Okay. Is this the best salad ever?
It's one of my favorite because it's so simple and just good flavor. The best salad ever. You crack me up. My favorite compliment from Max the Meat Guy, he always tells me he's like, you know how to pack in flavor in like places, and that just like makes me so happy because he's such a beast.
He is. I don't know how he does what he does, but he does it.
We all, in my opinion, have like our thing. It's just like I don't know how you do what you do, and you probably say that the same thing about Max. You know, like.
Yeah, I guess so. He like cut up a whole fish last night.
He's a
Bluefin.
psychopath.
He just did it, yeah. He did it live too, I think.
That's impressive. Alright, so did you have one of those big, those huge cucumbers? I forgot what they're called. The English cucumbers?
I think they called this like sliced cucumbers at the store.
No, perfect. So yeah, like it's probably
Okay.
like half a cup.
Are you cutting about half the cucumber?
1 second, I'm getting a stupid phone call. I am on Do Not Disturb, and my friends find the way to disturb. Sorry, what did you say?
Did you use half a cucumber?
Yeah.
Okay.
And like this is one of those things where like some salads have a little bit more cucumber than others. It's just like I don't know. I'm very not particular about how I eat and cook and stuff, which is fine. Do you know Michael Laguerre? I believe that's how you pronounce his name.
Yeah.
He's so like perfect. It's crazy.
Yeah.
By the way, I'm on
makes
my
the
jalapeno.
consistency. Oh.
Sorry, I cut you off. What did you
No,
say?
it's fine. Just the creations he makes. I don't know how he thinks of it.
Yeah, no, he's
like, this is a portable soup or whatever. And...
Okay, I'm doing the jalapeno as fine as possible because we're eating this in a salad and we want just hints of heat instead of, you know, a huge chunk of jalapeno.
Are you keeping the seeds in or no?
No, I'm taking them out. I usually keep them in, but I just found this new hack to remove them, so I'm so happy to use it.
Okay, I'll do it too. I had my spoon. I think this is it. Okay. I always like refreshing salads, especially when it's hot out during the summer.
Totally. I'm with you 100%.
How's the weather in Michigan?
It's been beautiful, honestly. It's a little hot for some people, but I love the heat.
Oh man, I can't deal with the heat.
Oh, for real? No, I love like 90 degrees, humid. I'm fine. You could probably cut half that bell pepper if you don't like strong flavored bell pepper.
Okay. I feel like bell pepper doesn't really have like a taste to it, right?
It's just more texture. I completely agree. Honestly, cutting stuff is very therapeutic for me.
Is it?
Yeah, I love cutting stuff.
I think I'm getting to that point, but at the same time, I always have to Google like how to do it because I always forget. In my mind, I'm like, if I cut it this way, someone's gonna say something, but like obviously it doesn't matter.
You'd probably do a great job like me. Like we don't care. I really
Yeah.
I'm completely numb to like critique.
That's good. How do you deal with it? You just ignore it, or do you address it?
Empathetic. Like I just feel like you're at a very dark spot to hate on somebody.
I like that.
So, like we're making food on the goddamn internet. Like how are you mad?
Exactly. I think I should have found the right size lid because it evaporated again.
You see, you're scaring me right now.
I know.
I would just add a little bit more liquid.
Yeah, I will.
Just treat it like a risotto at this point.
I cooked a risotto live like a few months ago, and I had to leave because I had to let my roommate's dog out every so often, and people were stressing for me.
Yeah, because you have to rehydrate it every second.
Yeah, you have to keep stirring.
Mhm.
Oh man, I'm so hungry.
I am too. For the tomatoes, I'm just getting like decent chunks. Nothing too small. Nothing too. And honestly, when the tomatoes mash themselves, like I like the juice. It adds to the like flavors of the salad, and then it like rehydrates the rice and stuff. So I really like. I don't mind it at all.
Nice. Nope.
Chad, do you guys know how long we've had the rice cooking for? Probably 10-15 minutes, right?
I am so behind on cutting. You're on your bell pepper?
No, I'm on my tomatoes. I cut the jalapeno and the bell pepper. I could distract everybody while you're cutting, don't worry.
Okay. Keep them entertained for me.
I got you. You know, I used to stream Fortnite for a while.
You streamed what?
I used to stream Fortnite, like the game.
Oh, on Twitch?
Yeah.
Why don't you do it anymore?
I just don't have time, or like, it's just so draining. And to build a community, it takes a lot of effort, you know?
True. I haven't gamed in a while, but I'm itching for it.
What do you usually play?
Usually Valorant. I just started getting into that earlier this year. It's really fun if you ever do play it. We should stream sometime together, actually.
I suck at Valorant and I've never played it.
Then how do you know you suck at it?
Sorry, no, I've never streamed it, but I played it once, like I tried it one time, and then I deleted it. Because I hate trying new stuff.
Oh man, then how did you get into Fortnite? I feel like Fortnite's harder. I've never tried Fortnite though, actually, so I maybe can't say anything.
I started on a PS4, so it like really helped, and then like I got into it. But like once I like started it, it just like I get obsessed with something.
Gotcha. Especially as gaming, that's easy to get into. Like I wouldn't say addicted, but playing a lot of.
Oh, I forgot that we have to cut the olives too. So, did you end up getting parsley or cilantro?
Yeah, I got cilantro.
Yeah, so I have, so I actually have from today, I didn't cut any extra because for today's recipe, I made like this kebab sandwich and I had some onions with cilantro mix. So I'm just gonna toss that in with everything else.
Nice, okay. Okay, so I got cucumber, jalapeno, bell pepper, and tomato is next.
Tomato, then olive and parsley. Alright.
Well, the next thing I need to buy is a pan that has a fitting lid. So remind me after the stream, Lisa, buy that. How do you cut a tomato? You just dice it?
Yes, I usually take a paring knife and just take the top off, and then I just slice it like like this, slices, and then I just go across into two. Okay, I'm just gonna just slice it like that.
Oh,
okay,
my
so,
knife needs to be sharpened.
There we go.
How much tomato did you use?
You could use half a tomato. You could just use half a tomato because it has a lot of juice in it.
Okay. And just this way?
Yeah. Yep, I would do 2 slices. So one. Oh, I meant like 2 slices across of it. Yeah, so 1 and 2. You're cutting it in half. I would do 2 slices. Yep, in thirds.
Okay.
Sorry, I'm bad at explaining.
It's okay. I'm bad at listening sometimes.
No, perfect.
Okay, just turn it. Okay, cool. That wasn't too bad.
And like, 1 second. Sorry, I'm just grabbing a bowl.
Was that my AirPod? Yes, it was. I'm gonna have tomato ears.
Alright, so what we're gonna do is Lisa's gonna continue slicing everything up, and then I'm just gonna transfer everything into a bowl. And because I'm eating by myself, and that's it, I'm not cooking for anybody right now. I'm gonna mix this with my hands after I wash them, actually.
Can't wait to see you make beef Wellington or chili rellenos if it's must do. Funny story. I'm actually trying the beef Wellington. That's funny that you mentioned that. Jose. Okay, so, sorry, olives. Okay. How much olives did you use?
I use like 10 or 12. Perfect.
Okay, 10 or 12. Boom.
Can you tell how I cook? I'm like, I
Yeah.
gotta toss some in there. But yeah, no, I feel it out, and then like whatever works. And sometimes I go too heavy on something when I'm actually making like the recipe, so I adjust it after when I write out the ingredients.
Nice. Honestly, it's the best way to cook. Okay, so if someone didn't know how to cook, what is the first recipe that you would recommend of yours for them to try? They're like, hey, I'm a noob at cooking and I want to try one of your recipes. What should I do?
I would try like a couple of the salmon recipes. Because if you don't overcook it, there's not much that can go wrong. And, but it's just like, I want people to learn that like, they just have to feel it out, you know, because like my oven, my air fryer, everything's different. So if I tell you 12 minutes and you listen to me, and then your oven's stronger because it's newer, you're gonna have an overcooked piece of chicken or whatever you're cooking.
Yeah. Okay, now I've got cucumbers, jalapenos, bell pepper, tomato, black olives. Just mix everything together.
And then if you want some parsley, just a little bit, rough chop. Parsley or cilantro, whatever. Like, I honestly, anything that calls for parsley is instantly subbed out with cilantro because it's superior in my eyes. And if you don't agree with me, you could cry about it. No, I'm joking.
Make sure you send that video to him though, so you can see you crying. This is so like pretty, so many colors. So I know I'm not supposed to scrape my knife across the board like this because it de-sharpens it, but YOLO. You guys see this? Look how beautiful that looks.
It does look beautiful.
Okay.
Sorry, I was munching on a tomato. So we're gonna take. Someone said I don't look happy. I'm happy as hell. We're gonna take half a lemon. We're gonna point it up, and then we're gonna put our palm to it, so we collect the seeds, and then we're just gonna.
I didn't know you could do that.
And then give it a nice little squeeze. Work on your grip strength, and then all the seeds stay within the lemon.
I have never seen that method before, so I'm excited to try it.
And then just a couple of droplets of oil, olive oil specifically, because it's beautiful in flavor.
Okay, so hold the lemon up like this, and just squeeze.
Yep, and then just collect the seeds. Or because it's on your palm, when you squeeze it, the seeds stay in your palm. At least mine do. Yeah, there we go.
Whoa! The more you know. Did you use half a lemon?
I used just half a lemon,
Okay.
and then I just did probably 2 tablespoons of olive oil. I just with your heart.
Just with your heart, okay.
Someone said a couple of droplets of oil and then plug. Yeah, I put a lot. But I love olive oil. It's good for you.
Yes. Oh yes, this looks amazing. I'll be eating this for a few days.
It's really good. It's so vibrant and it tastes so good.
So do we need to add anything else to it?
Yeah, we're gonna do. You added the oil.
Yes.
Just 1 pinch of salt, just so it's not bland. Nothing too crazy because we already seasoned the food. But just to bring out all those flavors, and we're putting salt at the end because it's gonna extract the moisture out of all those vegetables. So you want to put the salt in at the end, but it's fine. I mean, your what's it called? The cucumber is gonna release moisture. It's not that big of a deal if you do it early.
That's good.
Did you try it?
That's really good.
So that's not like a main salad, serving, but it's such a good side salad. So we're getting lost in the oil and lemon juice. Precisely.
I probably could have done a better job at dicing everything, but that's fine. I'll do it next time.
But it's fine though, because you're gonna bite into a big piece of cucumber and a small piece of tomato, and that's just what makes food fun.
That's true. Okay, how's your chicken looking?
Okay, so I like to not touch it until 15 minutes in, so I'm gonna point it down.
I've had to touch mine just because I've been screwing it up.
So mine is looking gorgeous. Nice.
Wow. That looks exactly like your videos. Wow.
So right here, you see the chicken bone is kind of pointing out. That means it's cooked through because it pulled towards each other because, it pulled together. And I touch it, it's still firm, but not, dry. So mine is cooked for sure, just by taking it. But if you want to triple check, you could always easily just, pull out a meat thermometer, make sure it's at 165.
How much rice did you use? I feel like I put a lot.
So you did the 1.5 cups. I did 1 cup, but you put more liquid.
Okay.
And then we just fluff up the rice, and then each strain of rice should be separate from it's not smudging together. Beautiful.
Okay, I think where do you check on the chicken?
Just the center.
Okay, I think. Yeah. Are you plating? Oh, you're eating straight out of the pan. Oh,
Oh no, I was just trying the rice. The rice is nice.
okay. Yeah, I should try my rice. It might be undercooked. There you guys. Look at how it looks. Not as pretty as Ahmad's, but here we go.
Yeah, but you forget that I've done this 1,000 million times, specifically this stupid technique.
That's good. I burnt my tongue, but that was good. Okay.
Alright, here we are.
Need something.
So this is what I like to do actually. So I like to take just a little bit of rice. See, every single bite is gonna have a little jalapeno, a little shallot, a little bit of that seasoning, a little bit of that chicken fat. You know, each grain is nice and fluffy, but it's not dry, but it's not, you know, overly smushed together.
Okay.
We're gonna spread out the rice just like this. And I use my hands a lot when I cook, but I'm very wary when I cook for others not to, you know, be all touchy. And I wash my hands a lot. Just like this.
Finished product. I can hear that in the back of my head too, actually.
I'll hit you with it right after I'm done plating, don't worry.
Okay.
Okay, and then we're gonna take one of our chicken leg pieces.
I'll take my prettiest one that I didn't burn.
We're just gonna center it off. I like to, you know, remove any rice that was on it.
Okay.
Here we go. And just remember that I plate like a 5th grader, so don't judge me.
What does a 5th grader plate like? Do they even plate?
They plate like me. And then we're gonna take the salad, and I personally just like to toss it right on, and then it hits the warmth of the chicken, the warmth of the rice, and it just goes so well together. Just like that.
Did you put it on top of the chicken?
Mm-hmm. But it's more of a preference thing.
Wow.
No. And now we have final product.
Look at that.
So, I love food so much, and I'm sure you do too, Lisa.
Oh, heck yeah.
All right, here we are. So, this is my favorite meal all time. It's just so simple, but it's so complex in like taste, but it's so easy to make. I bet you if you had a burner you're used to, you wouldn't have burnt the skin. But other than that, you remove the skin. It should be as amazing. And the lid. Oh yeah, the lid.
The lid screwed me up, right? Totally,
But
the lid.
Taste the rice. Is the rice fine though?
One sec. I get a thumbnail for the video
Oh nice.
that does you justice. Yeah, it definitely doesn't look as pretty as yours, but it is pretty. Prettier than what I can do.
I'm about to take a picture too. There we are. I'm gonna take a picture just for the memes.
What do you guys think? How's it look?
Looks beautiful.
Okay.
Okay, so Lisa, are you a psychopath and can eat really hot stuff?
I'm in the middle of a psychopath. No, I'm not all the way to psychopath, but go for it. I want to watch you do
Okay,
it.
so we saw the pretty plate. Just forget that. That's no longer a thing. Nice steamy chicken. Should fall. Bone comes right off. Clean off the bone. Beautifully tender. So we're gonna grab a piece of chicken. So juicy.
How did you do that with your hands?
Oh,
What?
don't ask me. Don't ask me.
Okay.
Say the thing. I got you. I got you. So we take a piece of chicken, a little bit of rice, a little bit of salad. As always, comes from that. All right, Lisa, what's the verdict?
That is
So
so
that-
good. The seasoning is
supposed
perfect.
to cool it down.
The problem with my rice is that I kept adding broth to it, so it's a little soggy. But if I can cook down the rice a little bit more next time, I think I'll get a little bit more crunch to it, but the flavor is on point. Delicious.
Also, yeah, with the cover, it would just steam, and it'll just absorb everything, but at the same time not like kind of overdo it. But it's still gonna taste good even if it's a little bit off texture.
My gosh, the chicken is so juicy. The rice has great flavoring. And yeah, salad is great. This is amazing.
Aw, I'm glad you enjoyed it.
Guys, look at this.
Don't you think the olives are so like underrated in there?
Oh, for sure. Which olives did you say you're using?
I use just regular Kalamata.
I don't even know. I don't know that it's Kalamata.
Kalamata olives are, I believe, Greek olives, and they're a little bit lighter in color. They're more purple, and they're just more subtle in flavor than like black olives, in my opinion.
Gotcha.
They use them a lot in Greek salads.
Alrighty, guys. You guys have any last questions for the golden balance?
People crack me up so much. So someone said, "Where's the white flip-flop sauce?" Yeah, there we go. So this is, you know, I gotta keep the white sauce on hand. Come on, a little white sauce on there. Lisa, next time you have to try the white sauce too.
Do you have a video on it? Okay. The
On
white.
TikTok,
What's in the white sauce?
So it depends on the white sauce, but usually it's a mix between mayo and sour cream, or mayo and yogurt. Sorry, sour cream and yogurt, depending on if it's a Middle Eastern dish or not.
Gotcha.
So sour cream, mayo, vinegar, dried parsley. There's just a bunch of stuff in there, a bunch of seasonings, and it just gives like just beautiful texture on like anything, sandwiches, rice.
Okay, yeah, I'll try that next time. Try it in a video. But yeah, hey, thank you so much for taking the time to show me how to make this. I had a great time.
Pleasure.
This is amazing. Now I can add this to my list of recipes that I can make. And I have a bunch of
my pleasure.
Yeah. I think that's it. Is there anything you'd like to say? Wait, follow The Golden Balance on TikTok. You're on Instagram. You are on YouTube. Am I missing one?
I'm not sure. Thank you so much. It doesn't matter. The Golden Balance on everything, but no, it's a pleasure being here. It's always, it's always fun collaborating with other people. It's like my first time doing this live with Lisa. We're good friends. She helps me out a lot, and I appreciate that. And it was just like, it was fun. It was just a vibe.
It was a lot of fun. All right, bye guys.
Bye everybody. Bye Lisa.